OMGAHIJKMOMOP URSDUV. What's this pen? Daddy, what's this pen? Are those marbles?
Matt, what's happening? I'm trying out the live video thing. See if anybody popped on. I didn't really have anything to talk about in particular. Just seeing what's up. Top dog, what's going on? Yeah, little ones over here scribbling on a piece of paper.
See this as movement.
What knives you got in your pocket today?
Two.
Or on your belt, whatever your preference.
Pillow talks. Jealous. Last one. Duff. What's my walk?
Work tough nomad, just like a scab there. That's actually a really nice looking knife. It's real unique shape, and I like the way the contours of the handle looks. Good choice. Where did you get that from? Because whenever I try to look up those work tough gear knives, they're always sold out. Top Dog's got Max Ace Midnight Cat Studio Sandstorm K. That's a heck of a mouthful for a knife name there. Oh, Knife Center. Okay.
Hello, chips.
Good deal. You know, Knife Center is only about an hour away from where I live in Virginia, but I think they're just a warehouse to do, online sales and shipping. They don't have a storefront or anything. Hey, Jeff, got the Civivi Altus with wood scales, Nitro V steel. Man, that sounds pretty cool. I'll have to look that blade up. Top Dog, 4.4 inch of D2. Man, that's pretty cool. I've got my, I carried my Emerson Commander today. Really like this knife, even though I got a Sog hat on. Hey, Johnsons are here. What knife you got today?
Daddy, let me pick me your.
Yeah, this Emerson. I guess he introduced this back around 1998 or so. And it's the knife that introduced the wave feature that are on a lot of Emersons.
Yes.
Look, people can see you.
Oh, see this? It's with rocks.
You're drawing rocks?
Yeah. Two rocks. And
Old Timer Trapper, nice. Joker Bushcrafter. I saw got a notification that D-Bad just posted a video on the Joker Bushcrafter. But anyway, yeah, I guess Emerson said he created this wave feature by accident. It was just supposed to be a dual purpose of a thumb ramp and the catch like a bad guy's blade if you're in some sort of knife duel. But they found out when they put the knife in the pocket that it opened up the blade too. So nice accidental discovery, just like Columbus coming to America. Did you guys see short videos I posted on this Sog knife, the Tomcat 3.0? I think this knife is
broken.
freaking awesome. Seki Japan made VG10 steel craton handles. It's discontinued now. Hi there, Hike with Mike. I'm just kind of blabbing on here about a couple of knives while others have been saying what they're carrying today. Yeah, this Sog knife, I got into the Sog brand late in the game.
I'm gonna go down there.
Just early last year. When and you know, a lot of people love all of the old Seki Japan made Sog knives. I guess they made most, if not all, of their knives in Seki Japan up until 2006, and then they, I guess, made some business decisions and started making a lot of knives in China out of, you know, cheaper Chinese steels. But those cheaper Chinese steels sell a lot of product. Very cool, Mike. Which Gerber knife do you have? I've owned a few Gerbers.
And some
What knife do you have? Do you have any knives on you?
No, that's pens.
Just a pen?
Yeah, and you can color with it, and you can to draw listener stuff.
This one didn't take his nap this afternoon.
No, I didn't.
So he's got to go to bed early tonight.
Don't worry. Daddy,
yeah, anyway, I was talking with the Grugs over at Legion Tactical Cutlery a little bit ago about some of the cheaper Chinese steels. I was looking up a knife and it has the 5CR15 MOV steel, and I know it's real low end. You can get knives for like $15 with that steel, but I looked it up on a knife steel information app that I have on my phone, and it says that 5CR15 is equivalent to like the German stainless steels, like the X50CR and a bunch of other stuff, and the 1.4116 that you'll see in a lot of knives made in Europe. Probably the Joker brand probably uses that steel in a good amount of knives. And Muela uses that 4116 steel in, I want to say, every single one of their knives, and they charge over $100 for most of their stuff, while the Chinese equivalent, you get knives for $15. So I don't know. I don't usually buy a ton of Chinese made knives, but maybe I'll give a few a chance every now and then from brands that I like Sog. I just really like Sog's designs.
That's how much.
They look cool.
Timber.
I have a tomahawk of theirs over here. It's the Sog.
And some pens.
Sog Survival Pocket. Comes in a nylon sheath. Looks like that. It's designed more for urban survival, kind of, because this hook probably won't do much good in the woods. I think it says on their product description that it's for like snapping through chain link fences, but you know, it's cool. It's only like, I don't know, probably not much more than than 12 inches in length. Maybe 3-inch blade head there. It's paracord wrap handle. It comes with black, but I got this used super cheap on eBay and had to put my own paracord on, and it has a ferro rod that screws into the bottom, so it's pretty neat.
Daddy, I colored dress.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because I like color dresses.
Oh, okay. Oh,
This, so,
all right.
it's a maze.
Nomad Bushcrafter and Arizo. Bowler
It's prints.
N695. Okay,
It's
cool.
prints. And so,
Anybody have exciting plans this weekend? Any camp trips? Outdoorsy stuff?
Daddy, we're
I've
gonna
got
go find the princess.
baseball tournament for my youngest son. Or not my youngest son. He doesn't play baseball yet, but oldest, I mean. Shh. People are going to think you're crazy. Yeah, tomahawks are cool. I'd like to get a nice one at some point. Not like I really like the history of the American frontier. Yeah, he's showing off the Lansky sharpening puck they use on the hawk and hatchets and stuff. Work for Johnson? No more. Yeah, I'd like to get a nice tomahawk because I love the frontier history. You know, here in the United States, you know, the Revolutionary War period and prior, where you know tomahawks were pretty popular EDC items among men of the frontier. There's a bladesmith out of my state of Virginia called named Mark McCown. You can look up Mark McCown blades or whatever on Instagram and see some of his work. He makes hand forges a lot of tomahawks and some knives that you know look like Daniel Boone or one of the Shawnee Indians out there would have carried, or you know, somebody from that period of history here. There, he does some nice work. Is that anybody going to the Blade Show? I think isn't that coming up soon? I saw that guy I just mentioned, Mark McCown, say he's working on making a bunch of tomahawks and stuff to show off at the Blade Show.
Here's my microphone. Timothy.
Huh?
The microphone.
Yeah, that's a microphone.
Like talking it?
Well, I think you are talking to it. I think everybody can hear you. We got a Spider-Man robe on and a Batman shirt.
I'm a Batman.
Out in the swamp for a hike.
Oh, right. Daddy, when I'm talking at.
You are.
You know when I'm talking this thingy.
Yeah, you see that blue light blinking?
What?
That means you're talking into it.
Oh, yeah, Daddy, I want to talk in this thingy. So I can hold it and I can see.
Where do you live, Mike? That you have swamps and stuff.
What's that?
Are you Florida?
Oh.
That's what I think of when I hear swamps.
Daddy, you can't break this. Daddy, no, you can't break it.
Break it?
Yes, with some phones and a knife and a sword and cut the family taps. See, just like that, and you this, Charlie do this.
Would love to make a blade show. For me, it's going to a gentleman club with no money. Me too, Jeff. Yeah, plus well, I guess maybe they have a couple different ones, but I guess the big one coming up is in Atlanta. I think there was just like a Texas Blade show within the past few weeks. I saw some stuff on YouTube about it. And there's one somewhere in Western United States too. Legion Tactical Cutlery's here. Whoa!
over hill.
Grugs, you have your Almar on you again today? Hey, Camo Campa. Yeah, it can go live. I haven't really done it. I think I popped on live once for like 2 minutes just to see how it worked. But this is the first time I've actually talked for more than 2 minutes. Yeah, so I asked Grugs over here if he had his Almar knife on him. He's become a good friend. Love talking to my man here at Legion Tactical Cutlery about knives, and talk pretty frequently about this guy Almar and the knives that his company made. He did a lot of really high-end stuff back in the 80s. He started his company in 1979, Almar Knives, just his name. Before that, he worked for Gerber as a designer. So Almar was Army Special Forces. He's the son of Chinese immigrants, so he's an Asian guy, and he was on a Special Forces operation in Vietnam back in the 1950s. That was all Asian U.S. Special Forces guys. Now, I have no idea what that operation was about, or even if that's unclassified information, but that's super cool. Then once he got out of the military, I guess he went to work for Gerber Knives, and he designed the Gerber Mark II dagger that became pretty popular in the Vietnam War era, and is still produced today by Gerber. Then he started his own company in '79, made some really cool looking fixed blade knives that really are meant for stabbing. They all have like this huge swedge on the top to a point, like a Grug's folder does too. Like a lot of the fixed blades I see have that same blade shape. And he worked with a special ops guy, Colonel Nick Rowe, back in the 80s to design a folder for Army Special Forces SEER school, the what's the name, or Survival, Escape, Resistance, Evasion. I think those are the right words. Somebody wants to watch Paw Patrol. They don't want to be live on YouTube. Typical 3-year-olds, huh? But yeah, the Almar SEER folder was it's a really cool lockback. He used my Carta handles. Made it all his knives were made in Seki, Japan, like the old Sogs were. He even had the Sog Brewery style knives made over there under his company name. What? Oh, you can put your pen in your sleeve, huh?
Yeah. I don't want to do that to Lou's sleeve.
To my sleeve? Oh, you can go ahead.
But what's gonna be too big?
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, talk to about these Almars. Like some of those fixed blades I was talking about, they sell for $1,000 on eBay. It's just ridiculous. But fine made knives for military. Tom Ritter, if you guys, a lot of guys here probably subscribe to him. He was Army Special Forces back in the day, and he said he met Almar, and who would bring like knives for them to try out and stuff. Later. Later.
No, not now.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not now. Later.
I want to next.
Yeah, but the SEER folder, it had like a 4-inch blade, nice swedge for piercing and stuff. Thick stock too, at least as far as folding knives are too. I think probably 5/32. Like this Sog here. I mean, that's 5/32 is pretty thick for a folding knife. Some huge ones, I have the Sog CLXR. That's 3/16 inch on the spine there. But yeah, Almar's company made some great knives. But I think in 2019 they got bought out by some nonsense company, and now they produce their knives out of cheaper Chinese steels that don't get a lot of respect. Even like the old sear folder, though, that was hugely popular, and apparently the first folding knife that costs more than $100, and it was made of AM6 stainless steel, which I'd never heard of before, but apparently it's equivalent to AUS 6, which definitely doesn't get a lot of respect here in 2022. Camo Campa, I was carrying my Emerson Commander today. I went out and bought the new issue of Black Belt magazine at the Barnes & Noble because it has Ernie Emerson on the cover. I haven't read it yet. Got super busy with work, but a few minutes ago here I decided done enough work for the day. It's time for the weekend. Hike with Mike, reflective tape on all essential gear. Good stuff for if you get caught outside after dark, if you get a little lost hiking or general camping. Yeah, the Japanese quality from Japan seems to be very well respected. I think this Sog here is currently the only knife I own that's Japanese made, but man, this thing is awesome. Sog needs to bring this back. Cold steel from Japan. I guess the Japanese makers charge too much, and everybody, Sog, Cold Steel, Almar have gone with the cheaper Chinese options. There was a rant that Greg Medford posted maybe 2 weeks ago on his channel, where he goes off about the Chinese knives and how like the Chinese will charge like really just $5 or $6 to an American owned company, say like Sog or Buck or whoever has knives made in China. They ship those knives to America, like the completed knives, all the parts, the steel, and the shipping for like $5 or $6. And Greg Medford was like, man, that's how much my pivot screws cost. Which, Greg Medford charges $800 for a pocket knife. So it's just some perspective on how cheap the stuff from China is. And I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean everything is bad and garbage, but I mean, it just shows like the cheap labor costs and different values, I guess, over there in China. Oh, you got the magazine with Emerson on it too. Yeah, this Tomcat. So Sog came out with the Tomcat. I think it was like one of their earliest production knives after the Bowie, and it won the Blade Magazine's Knife of the Year in 1988. And they made pretty much the same version of that knife up until around 2002, and then they introduced this 3.0. So obviously there's a 2.0 in there somewhere, but and I've seen it. It looks just about the same as the original. Yeah, you're right. Slave labor. But yeah, and then I guess Sog produced this from 2000 till 2020 or so, and I was able to snag one. But anyway, guys, Thanks all for joining. I got to run. Got to go find my son who has wandered away. He can't be trusted. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining. Nice chatting. We'll have to do this again sometime. Bye now.